These muffins are bright, zesty, and they've got a floral twist you probably never had before. Lemon and hibiscus. Yeah, who would have thought? And they're made with oil instead of butter. They're soft and moist. Now let me show you our ingredients for today. Our ingredients are, we have some sugar, flour, hibiscus leaves, oil, some milk, baking powder, salt, lemon, 1 whole egg, some hot water to dilute the hibiscus leaf. Don't worry, I'll explain later on. We also have some vanilla extract. If you have some lemon extract, please feel free to use that, okay? And the last thing we need is a clean bowl which you could use to make the crumble. Now let's get started. Now we're going to do a few things before we start with our cake batter. We're going to start off by sweating out our hibiscus leaves. Basically just adding it to some hot water to get rid of that tanginess in it and to help us get rid of any sand in it. You can use crushed up hibiscus leaf, that'll be better, but I don't have that, so I'm working with this. Now I'm going to start off with zesting in 1 full lemon. You can use 2. It depends on how tangy you want it to be. You have in a bowl granulated sugar and I'm grating in some lemon zest now. And what you're going to do next basically is just to massage the lemon zest into the sugar. This helps to release the oil in the lemons and give our cake batter a nice taste and tanginess to it. Now I chose to cut out my lemon and use half of it into my milk, basically turning it into buttermilk. But if you already have buttermilk, you can skip this part because what's buttermilk? Just milk with some acid in it. Am I correct? Yeah, I am. Now we're going to start off with our muffin batter. We're going to add in our oil to our sugar and lemon zest mixture. You're going to mix it. You don't need much mixing. Just going to mix it till they come together like a wet sand texture. Yes. And to that now we're going to crack in 1 whole egg. I don't think I'm improving with my cracking of egg because it doesn't look very professional, as I do say. Yeah, the whole yolk is separating. So if you have any tips or tricks for me on how to crack my egg, not that it really matters though, but it's just to give it that professional look to it. Am I correct? Yeah, I am. Okay, when it makes this thing comes together, almost like a custard type of texture. I'm going to add in my flour, basically my dry ingredients, my flour, baking powder, and some salt. Now, before I didn't say this before, but you can choose to use butter. I did not have butter today when I was filming this, so I just use only oil. But if you have some butter, you can choose to use butter, not melted butter, like full butter, softened butter. Okay. Now what I did was add in my buttermilk together with my dry ingredient, and as simple as it is, your muffin batter is ready. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but it's as simple as that. Now, we're going to ditch our wicks because it doesn't help us scoop out the bits around the bowl. We don't want some part with some flour in it and some part with only cake batter in it. Alright? We're going to scrape down the sides for even distribution. Okay? Setting to the side our muffin batter, we're going to get out our hibiscus leaf which has been sipping in some hot water. And we're going to try to drain it. Please be careful because the liquid of this is almost like dye. It stained everywhere the day I was filming this and it was a huge mess. Next time, try to sip it in a large bowl of hot water. Don't be like me. If you're going to try to recreate this, make sure you set it in some big bowl of water, and after you drain it, make sure you rinse it off to get rid of sand because this comes with a lot of sand. Getting out our cutting board, we're going to begin chopping this. You'll have done this before you set it in hot water. Basically just try to get it into a smaller bit because who wants to be chewing on some huge chunk of hibiscus leaf? Nobody. Okay, now it's time for us to add it to our cake batter, and this was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And the contrast of purple with some yellow, it was just beautiful. I think my favorite color now is just like, I won't say almost like purple, and whatever color this muffin batter is, I have no idea. You can see some flakes of lemon zest in it, coupled with the hibiscus leaves in it. Oh, it was beautiful. Now it's time for us to begin on our crumble. A crumble is basically just some lemon zest which is set out to the side and some brown sugar. You can choose to use white sugar. Frankly speaking, I should have used white sugar because you'll see later on. Okay, We're going to add in our oil. Again, if you have butter, you can use some butter in yours. I did not have butter. Reminder. We're going to mix this till you get like a wet sand texture like we did before, basically. Now I'm going to add in some vanilla extract and her chopped up hibiscus leaf. I saved some to the side. I'm going to add some flour, and basically that's your crumble. No need for any extra thing again. And if you're going to do this, I suggest you double your crumble portion, because it's not going to be enough for the amount of muffin you're going to be making. Alright, now let's get assembling. We're going to grab our muffin tray, which has been lined with some wax paper, which I cut up to be like muffin cups. Yeah, she's so gorgeous. Like, she's beautiful. I don't know what color do you guys think this cake batter is? Is this yellow or white? It's just the mixture that just catches my attention. Now we're going to add our crumble to it and just crumble it on top. And you know, I had to go outside for this shot because the sunlight was giving what it's supposed to give. Alright, now let's go bake this. Check the description box for the temperature. And there we go. This is our final result. Look at how gorgeous they are. Add a little bit of lemon zest on it just to but the whole aesthetic looks gorgeous. And if you haven't already done so by now, I suggest you please like this video and also subscribe. It's time for the taste test. It's time for us to test our hours of hard work, hours of labor. Okay. At first, the wax paper was giving issues because it was sticking to the muffin. I don't know why. Maybe it was my fault. I don't know. But it's time to give this our taste test. Look at this gorgeous baked in a glory. Look at the beautiful fluffiness of this cake. Look at the texture, the color. It's wonderful. It even tasted better than it looks. And there is the review that you guys have been wanting. Alright, so you guys should please give this a try and let me know how it goes. Thank you.